I have tried charts from other places, also TradingView and all, but I found this is one of the best. Those people, those who are online, they can see the chart. Yeah, yeah, ठीक
Yeah,
है.
yes, sir, we can see.
Okay. Okay, if you look at this chart, this is, dollar versus yen chart. Okay, like, today $1 is equal to 150 yen. Okay, so if you see, the dollar was, going down, and then it started going up, and then finally it started again going down. So this is the dollar movement. Okay, this is the dollar movement, and currently the dollar is around 149.98 here. Okay, fine. So now, if you suppose you are a Japanese guy, okay, because this is a dollar Japanese. So if you look at dollar rupee, then we can talk about in terms of, how what positions we can take. So here, suppose you are a Japanese person and you have to make some imports, okay, and you can always, either hedge your currency risk, or that means you can take a forward contract. You go to the bank and say that I need to buy dollar. So they will give you a rate. Suppose I have to make a payment, say next month. Okay, if I think the dollar will go up, okay, so then I have to pay more money if I don't hedge myself. Suppose it goes to 160, so I'm paying 160 yen per dollar instead of 149, which is present here. So I go to the bank and then say that I need a forward cover. So they'll say, okay, 151 or something like that for next month. So it's fine because it can go to 160, whatever, you don't know. So before you take a decision whether you should go for hedging or not, so you look at this chart. Now this chart, of course, is a long-term chart. I mean, this is a chart, but it gives you two moving averages. One is a 50-day moving average, another is the 200-day moving average. Okay, so the 200-day moving average has gone below the 50-day moving average. Okay, fine. So what is happening here? That this is a 200-day moving average has gone. 200 is actually above, and the 50 moving average is below, isn't it? So meaning that the long-term trend has been broken. So that means the dollar is going to further depreciate against the yen. Fine. Is that okay? Is that fine? Because it has crossed this 200-day moving average is above the shorter moving average, which means the trend is down. See, when you look at the chart, so what we read is that, what are these two moving averages? 50-day and 200-day. If 50-day moving average is above the 200-day, then the trend is up. Okay. Otherwise, if it goes down, the trend goes down. So here, the moving average has fallen below the 200-day moving average is above now, and 50 days below. So that means the trend is down. Okay. So which means if you have to make a payment, so you are fearing that the dollar will go up. But here, the long-term trend has been broken, which means it is not, you can keep your hedging. I mean, you don't have to hedge your dollar because the dollar is not going to go up. Fine. So this is suggesting the dollar is not going to go up. Okay. So you can just leave your exposure unhedged. So you don't require a forward cover. Fine. Have you got it? Just have a read here. So by looking at charts, you can take a decision whether you should go and use derivative to protect yourself or not. Because when we use derivatives, that means we are hedging. Either we are, buying dollars, or we are selling dollars. If you are an exporter, for example, if I am an exporter, I'm going to get dollars from abroad, I'm going to sell. Okay. And if I'm an importer, I'm going to buy dollars. So for that, one of the ways that you buy a forward contract, you go to the bank. Of course, you can always do the futures and options also. But the first technique is that you go to the bank and look for a forward cover. And if you think the forward cover, the rate what you are getting is okay, because it is not too high compared to what it is now. So and it is going to protect you. So you take a forward cover. Fine. And with the help of the stock charts, you can even take a decision further, and you are more comfortable that in this case, for an importer, or Japanese importer doesn't require a hedging, because he knows the dollar is not going to appreciate against the yen, and is going to be protected by the movement of the dollar versus yen. Okay. Otherwise, if you are an exporter, then you require a kind of a protection, because here you are going to lose money if you are an exporter and you are going to get dollars from abroad. So that means you will get less yen per dollar if you are. So that for that you need to go and take a forward cover. But for an importer, you don't require. Okay. So always charts will help you to take a decision. So that's why I said charts are very important. So before we study, derivatives, and it is always better that we understand the charts. So, today what we are going to do is, I'm going to explain some of the indicators, okay, and we'll go to a stock chart. I mean here, okay, and then we are going to see a chart, and then you have to analyze that chart. So each one of you is going to select one or two company, okay? And this, it's very simple. You don't have to, even if you don't know, I mean, because your knowledge is limited, and even my knowledge is not great. So what we do is that we take the chart and go to Chat GPT and attach the chart to that and say, analyze the chart for me, and you will get a full report. Fine. So it will tell you whether you should go ahead and buy or not. So he'll give you full analysis. So you don't have to do now yourself and read and make out, what the charts are saying. But if you have a little knowledge, when I was trying to do the same thing, I just pulled up the Reliance chart and put it to the Chat GPT. So he gave me analysis, and I found there was something wrong. So I pointed out that what you are saying is not actual. It is actually the moving average is not crossed over. He says, yes, yes, it's my mistake. And then he changed the analysis. So आपको पता होना चाहिए so that the analysis which you're getting is correct or not. So if you have a basic chart reading, you can make assessment of yourself and just match it with the Chat GPT analysis. And if you find there is some mismatch, point that to the Chat GPT and they will correct it and they'll give you a fresh analysis. So it happened with me, I mean, yesterday.
So in this chart, if we plan to hedge,
Huh?
as we move towards December in this particular chart, the trend is going upward. The 50 days moving average is going upward.
Huh. See, this is the हाँ, ये 50 डे मूविंग ऊपर यहाँ ऊपर थी और यहाँ नीचे थी.
Last meeting with the December moving is moving upward.
Here it's 50-day moving average, which is the 200-day moving average. This one, okay. So this is up and 50 days below. Now it's going up. Fine, it is going up. That means the momentum is loosening. Okay, the rates have started going up. Okay, a little bit. Fine, at this place. Okay, but still the long-term trend is down. Of course, अभी क्या होता है कि the markets will keep going up and down. It's not like a linear movement. But these two moving averages are telling you the long-term trend of yen versus dollar. Maybe when you look at the short-term trend, you will find, as you're saying, it is going up. Fine. So these are the long-term moving averages which are suggesting that अभी long-term के लिए dollar versus yen, the yen is gaining strength against the dollar. This is what we get the reading. Fine. So reading charts a little bit tricky. As you pointed out, it's okay, but then you have to look for the context. What the chart, the 50-day versus 200 is telling you the long-term trend of the yen versus the dollar. Okay. So what I've done is that I've made some changes to my slides, which I have again shared today in the morning. Okay. So this is part 4. Okay. Fine. So I've been, taking you through the part 1. So we are talking about the ADX. So just revise a little bit. Okay. ADX, which is a advanced average directional index. So the first, kind of indicator which you have to look is, so this is one of the indicator, okay, which I follow. There would be more, but this is what I found, that this indicator will tell you which way, what is the movement of the market, whether it is trending or whether it is range bound. So we want to know whether the market is going to go up or going to go down, or it is in some kind of a range. So if we understand that, then we can take, this thing. Then we can go further and find out which way the movement the stock is moving, or which way the direction is. Is it going up or going down? So ADX will not tell you the direction. It will tell you whether it is ranging or trending. हाँ, ये मैंने लास्ट टाइम बताया था, आप नहीं आए थे लास्ट टाइम, आए थे. So it's good, you can always ask, because we have done it, and it is right in the front, the first मैं वही लगा दिया था इसमें. So if you look at this is a chart, okay, of a stock chart or a Nifty or whatever you can think. So when it is going up, there it is in a zigzag, in a whipsaw manner. This is the range bound sideways trend, which is a range bound, and then the trend down. So either the market will have three kind of movements. Either the market will go up, or it will remain in a range. Like Nifty is say in a range from say 23,000 to 24,000 from last 3 months. We can say that. Okay, fine. It is seeing some kind of up move, but it was, it fell down and then it has, moved up, and now it's looking up. But it was in a range few days back. It was not going up for 3 months. एक ही रेंज में रह रहा है तो वो रेंज हो गया. Okay. Now, if like from last year to say up to June, July, the Nifty was going up, uptrend, fine. So then maybe sometime it goes down like this. So there can be three possible trends. Now these two trends, uptrend and downtrend is trending, and this is range bound.
टाइम होराइजन होगा होराइजन में कोई चीज ट्रेंडिंग दिखेगी
हाँ.
बड़े रेंज में वो
तो उसमें क्या होता है कि जैसे आपका that's a good question, but actually we have to see, if we are in future and options market, okay. Suppose I want to make money in in the month of, say, for example, now is December, okay. So whenever we go to and do a trading, so there are December month open, January month open, February month open, okay. So I can trade in any month. I can take betting that the stock will go up or go down in the month of December, January, and February. Whatever positions I take, I have to hold that position for the month, and that will get, the expiry day is the last Thursday of the month. Okay, so either, I have to close that position. On Thursday, I will be making profit, or I will be making loss, or I can even close it before if I'm sitting on a profit. So there, the horizon is only short term. Okay, but I can be a long-term player. I can take a 3-month ahead figure, or I'm a long-term player. I am investing only for making money in long term. I'm an investor, pure investor. Okay, so there are short term and long term. So then we have to actually, all this study which we are doing is actually focusing towards the short term for the trading activity, because the subject is derivatives. Okay, we are using derivatives for making speculating on stocks, commodities, interest, whatever, for a short period of time. But long term, if you're an investor, we can always, as a long term investor, also we study derivatives to, enter into a stock because we can buy it cheap. Suppose if we are trying to buy some stock and in short term there's a trend is saying that it will fall. So I'll wait for the fall and then buy, and then I can make more money. Okay, suppose there is a 10% correction which is going to happen. Why should I invest now? Even if I have to buy a stock for, say, next 5 years, I can wait for it. So it can help even for that purposes also. Okay. So all this analysis, everything is for short term. The primarily is for short term. Suppose I have to make a payment in dollar or in yen. So I have to make a payment next 3 months. So everything is 1, 2, 3, 4 months. Okay, like in currency, it can run up to 1 year. So we have derivatives right up to 1 year, and we can see long-term charts up to 1 year also. Okay. एक सेकंड मैं अपना ये खोल लूँ फिर आपसे अभी आता हूँ. हाँ यहाँ हाँ जी बताइए. हाँ अच्छा एक सेकंड और. If you ask questions, please stick to the topic what we are doing. Okay, जो अभी कर रहे हैं हम उस पे ही आपको समझ में नहीं आ रहा. अगर if we deviate ना, then what happens, the discussion goes out of what we are doing, so it will disturb. So if you have any other point which is you want to understand, wait at the time when we just finish or close to the time when we are taking tea or something. So before that we can have a 5-minute session, 10-minute session to address those. I'm not saying अभी आपका क्या प्रॉब्लम बताइए. हाँ वही बता रहा हूँ मैं. हाँ अभी एक सेकंड फिर रुक जाओ. व्हाट्स योर नेम? हाँ अरुण. सो अभी हम वही कर रहे हैं. Okay, you just came or you were there when I talking about assignment which I'll be giving? आप नहीं थे उस टाइम. So अभी आ जाओ, अभी हम वही सब चीज वही करेंगे. I'll tell you how to do. You can look Asian Paints, everything. You don't have to do anything. You can use artificial intelligence to get your analysis done. Okay, after we understand. So, but we must know all these indicators. Okay, because the artificial intelligence can also give you a wrong answer. So if you know the readings and if you find that the analysis done by the chat GPT is wrong, you can point, they will correct it. Okay. So what I'm saying is, first, the ADX. Okay. The ADX tells you whether the market is trending or it is range bound. Okay. So once we know it is trending, okay, then our next question would be which way it is going. It is going up or going down. Okay. Suppose it's going up, I can buy now and sell it in this next month. Okay, fine. Or if it is going down, then I can short sell it in the derivative trade. That means it goes down, I make money because I've sold it in the derivative market without having that thing. So I can still make money by both by shorting as well as by buying. When I buy or when I sell, I don't buy or sell for getting the stock in my demat account. It is only for either speculation purposes or for hedging purposes. Okay, fine. Suppose I am, for example, let's talk about dollar rupee. Then, either I can be a speculator. I think the dollar will go up the next month or say January, February. So I can take a position in dollar, okay, without having any underlying position. I'm neither an importer or exporter. In that case, I'm a mere speculator. But in case I am an importer, I am buying dollars in the futures transaction. That means I'm hedging myself. Okay, there I may gain in the futures, but I may lose in my actual position. So that will get nullified. So we'll talk about that when we do. Okay, so ADX average. So first is that I want to know whether the market is trending or whether the market is range bound. The first question in mind comes which way the market. Suppose I'm a speculator. I don't think I'm a hedger. Okay, so I'm just a speculator. So I want to know whether the market is going up. If I'm going to go up, then I'm going to buy now. Okay, before the end of the closing Thursday, I can either square up my position or can make my money at the time when the market when the trade expires. Okay, so I want to know whether the market is trending. So 0 to 20 weak or no trend. So there is a this reading of ADX is between from say 0 to 100. Okay, normally the span is 0 to 100. It's a indicator. Okay, it gives you a reading from 0 to 100. So if it is 0 to 20 weak or no trend, so market is range bound. Okay, in that case, if I still have to trade, then I have to follow the range bound indicators. Okay, that is RSI and stochastics and other things which I'm going to discuss more in detail later. 20 to 40 moderate trend, 40 to 60 strong trend, 60 plus very strong. So I've just revised these slides a little bit. Okay, so ADX does not indicate trend direction, it only measures the trend strength. Okay, so if you look at this chart, so look at the bottom. On the top is a price chart. On the bottom is the indicator. So ऊपर वाला price chart है. So if you see the stock is in the range for some time, okay, and the ADX is below 20. नीचे वाला below 20 आ रहा है. जो line चल रही है वो hover कर रही है between 0 to 100 और वो जो है 0 to 20 के बीच में चल रही है. Is that okay? और फिर the stock started falling and the ADX rose up to 50. So ADX says the stock is trending and it is down. Okay, it doesn't tell you which way, but it tells you the stock is trending. So then the next question would be which way the market is going or which way the stock is going. So that would be our next question. Okay, so the ADX answers both the questions. Okay, the advanced version of the ADX offers both the things. The plain ADX offers you only whether the market is trending or range bound. Okay.
Does it account for only price or both price and volume? ADX.
It talks about basically it's an indicator. It tells you whether the market is trending or trading. That's all. It is reading everything from the volume of the price itself. Okay, fine. So अभी हम चलेंगे कैसा how the ADX is constructed. Okay, it's more focuses on the price. Okay, I'll tell you how ADX is made up of. Okay, it is very difficult to understand and it takes a lot of time to understand the statistical calculations which they are doing. Okay, but I have tried to capture wherever possible where I could understand. बट जहां वो बड़े कॉम्प्लिकेटेड फॉर्मूला स्टैट्स में यूज हो जाते हैं देयर आई एंडेड आई सेड इसको आराम से देखेंगे बट द आइडिया इज नॉट टू अंडरस्टैंड आई एम नॉट डूइंग टू डॉक्टरेट ऑन एडीएक्स और एनी चार्ट्स आई हैव टू रियली अंडरस्टैंड द रीडिंग्स एंड आई हैव टू टेक अ पोजीशन अकॉर्डिंग टू द this thing how the chart has been built little bit of knowledge is still required. Okay, so I'll give you that. Fine. हाँ हाँ वीक है रेंज बाउंड है रेंज बाउंड है बस इतना ही अभी चलते जाओ अभी सब चीज आ जाएगा अभी लेट्स कंप्लीट द एडीएक्स एंड जस्ट रिजर्व योर क्वेश्चंस फॉर अ टाइम ओके एंड देन आस्क एंड देन वी विल गो टू अ एशियन पेंट चार्ट एज थिंग एंड जस्ट सी योर चार्ट आल्सो एंड पुट इट ऑन अ चैट जीपीटी विल गिव यू फुल रिप्लाई फॉर दैट and then you compare the reply with your own understanding of the indicator and if you find it's okay then it's fine otherwise it gives you something different you point out that it will make a correction say sorry I'm wrong this what you're saying is right because you now have some basic knowledge about the indicator itself you are just not blindly relying on the chat gpts or artificial intelligence what they're saying so average index so average index just can you read sir kya naam tha aapka shubham yeah sorry I keep forgetting okay
The ADX average directional index is a widely used technical indicator and it is calculated using directional movement index that is called DMI components namely.
Okay, so now we are moving into the mechanics of the ADX. Now, somewhere we have to stop. We can't just go to and understand right up to the root. So, but you will capture the essence of that. Okay. Now there are two things. positive DMs and negative DMs. This is called the directional movement. Okay, so either the stock can go up or can go down compared to the previous day. भाई पिछले दिन स्टॉक इतना का था, आज बढ़ गया, तो we say there is a positive DM. Okay, I'll just show you the graph also, and then it can even go down, from the previous reading. Okay, so then once we know the DMs, then because DMs are capturing the daily movements. Okay, fine, कि रोज क्या हो रहा है, अगर हमें उसको रेंज में देखना है तो हम DI कैलकुलेट करते हैं. So DMs, DIs are derived from DMs, or ADX is nothing but a average of the DIs. Fine. So in nutshell, अब जितना समझ आया उतना ही है बस, उससे ज्यादा हम आगे नहीं जा सकते. अभी ऐसा करेंगे, बाकी जब देखेंगे आपको समझ आता जाएगा. इज दैट ओके? सो पहले हम देखते हैं डीएम्स क्या होते हैं. तो डीएम्स ये होते हैं, जैसे सपोज ए स्टॉक था ए एंड बी, दिस इज कैप्चरिंग द होल डे बार. स्टॉक का पूरा दिन का वो है कि वो 98 रुपए से 103 रुपए के बीच में ट्रेड हुआ स्टॉक. कितने पे ओपन हुआ, कितने पे क्लोज हुआ, ये नहीं पता नहीं है, ये इसमें दिखाया नहीं हमने. तो ये 98 से 103, नेक्स्ट डे वो 100 से 107 पे आया. ओके, so this is the subsequent day. First day the movement was between this, second day it was this. So that means there is a positive DM, that is the difference between that red line to the this thing. So that is the positive DM. तो इसका मतलब अगले दिन इतना स्टॉक बढ़ गया. Is that okay? Similarly, the negative DM. So here, so we have the day reading and next day it was this, so we will get a negative DM. तो हमें ये फिगर्स हमने कैप्चर कर लेनी है, पॉजिटिव डीएम्स एंड नेगेटिव डीएम्स, ये हमें पता चल गई. सो वी विल कैप्चर इट से फॉर 14 डेज. ओके, एंड मेक इंडेक्स. तो अगर ऐसा भी हो सकता है जहां पर कोई भी डायरेक्शनल मूवमेंट नहीं है, लुक एट द सेकंड वन विच इज एब्सोल्युटली क्लियर, देयर इज नो डायरेक्शनल मूवमेंट, इज जीरो. ओके, और इसमें भी पिछले वाले दिन में इतना था और अभी इतना आ गया, तो ये भी जीरो ही है. ओके, जस्ट फोकस ऑन द सेकंड. ओके, देन यू विल अंडरस्टैंड. सो डोंट आस्क मी एनी क्वेश्चन द फर्स्ट वन. ओके. Okay, now I just ask this thing. Let me just calculate. Okay, so this is given by the artificial intelligence. How the ADX has been calculated. Here's the daily high low prices of 5 days. तो 5 दिन का इसने मुझे प्राइस दे दिया हाई लो का. ओके, तो इसके हिसाब से इसने स्टेप बाय स्टेप वो डीएम्स निकालता रहा. तो ये पॉजिटिव डीएम्स और नेगेटिव डीएम्स निकाल दिए. आई एम जस्ट रनिंग थ्रू दिस, यू कैन जस्ट गो थ्रू एट होम. ओके, आई एम नॉट गोइंग टू स्पेंड टाइम. ओके, इन दिस. सो अब क्या है, हमारे पास डीएम्स आ गए कि किस किस दिन बढ़ा था, किस किस दिन कम हुआ था. सो डीआईज आर डेवलप्ड फ्रॉम डीआई. सो उसके बाद नेक्स्ट स्टेप है कि मुझे डीआईज निकालने हैं, बिकॉज डीएम्स आर फॉर अ पर्टिकुलर डे, एक दिन से दूसरे दिन की मूवमेंट ही तो है, बट उससे तो कोई ट्रेंड बनता नहीं है. सो जस्ट रीड दिस.
By dividing the directional movements, that is plus DM and minus DM by market range, trend is determined in day. So DI is calculated are over number of days, that is 14 days average.
So once you do this, ultimately आपके हाथ में चार्ट क्या आ जाता है, ऐसा आ जाता है. On the top, that's the price chart, and the bottom there is ADX, okay, and plus DMs and minus DMs. तो अब ये दो चीजें हैं. एक तो ADX को रीड करो. ADX is below 20, range bound. ADX is above 20, that means market trending. More and more, better it is. Okay. Then you look at the DMs. Now you plot those DMs on the ADX chart, the positive as well as negative DMs. Okay. Whenever the green line, which is the green DMs, are above the red DMs, then the market is going up. Okay. And whenever the red DM is above the green, that means the market is trending down. So the ADX will tell you, the advanced version tells you, the other side also tells you the direction also. So look at, in this case the market is going up, in this case the market is going out. So read along with ADX with the DMs. So you will get the trend, the direction of the market also. Okay. So trend direction. If plus DI, इसको पढ़िए, just read it, Shobham.
Plus DI and minus DI, trend direction. If plus DI is greater than minus DI, the trend is upward. If minus DI is you can say greater than plus DI, the trend is downward. The greater the difference between plus DI and minus DI, the stronger the direction.
हाँ, इन दोनों में जो डिफरेंस होगा जितना बढ़ता जाएगा उतना आपका मोमेंटम बढ़ रहा है. दैट मीन्स ओके, इट्स अ मोमेंटम इंडिकेटर टेलिंग दैट the stock is going in that direction. The movement is, I mean, increasing in that direction. Okay. Okay. So this is what I have told you. So basically it is saying identifying the trend, confirming direction, avoiding false signals and exit signals. So it is like this. Just read this. Just read, everyone just read it. Okay. Everyone just read this. Okay. On their mind. Okay. So more or less, समझ आ गया? There's some kind of a, I mean, understanding is there. Is it okay? ये और, oh sorry, वो तो सेम ही था. ये वाला, ये आपको ये देखना है. ये देखना है. नहीं, मैं बता रहा हूँ इसमें ओपनिंग क्लोजिंग नहीं है. दिस इज कैप्चरिंग द होल डे मूवमेंट. ये हाईएस्ट और लोएस्ट दिखा रहा है सिर्फ. हम ये वो चार्ट बार नहीं देख रहे जिसमें ओपनिंग क्लोज और एंड और ओपन है या हाई कितना गया लो कितना गया. ये चार्ट जो है पूरा दिन का रेंज दिखा रहा है. ओके फाइन. व्हाट्स योर गुड नेम? हाँ, रोहन. सो अब इसके अंदर आप ज्यादा मत चलो. इसमें आप आगे इसमें देखो कि एडीएक्स की जो रीडिंग थी, अगर आपको ये समझ आ गया है तो इट्स गुड एनफ. फाइन. बाकी आप पढ़ लेना इसको, और आपको नहीं समझ आया यू कैन जस्ट कीप आस्किंग क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम द एआई. इट विल कीप एक्सप्लेनिंग यू all the details and take you to the inner depths of this ADX. Fine. Is that okay? अच्छा, अब ओके, तो मैं अब ADX को क्लोज कर रहा हूं. ओके, so I am going to the next this thing which is called the major one, which is called the moving average convergence divergence, MACD. Okay, now before we do MACD we have understood the moving averages. थोड़ा पता चल गया था हमें मूविंग एवरेज के बारे में. ठीक है. सो अगर शॉर्टर टर्म मूविंग एवरेज इज अबव द, I mean longer term moving, we say the trend is up when there can be crossovers in the moving. So that part we have already done, so I'm not going to repeat that. And that it will also get covered in the MACD also something. Okay, so MACD, moving average convergence divergence, is a very good, and just focus and understand this. Okay, fine. And try to understand and raise the question after we have completed the theory part of it. Okay, and then I'll play a video which will explain everything. Okay, just read this.
Moving average convergence and divergence MACD is the technical indicator to help investors identify entry points for buying or selling.
Now the MACD, it is a better indicator than the moving averages. Okay, moving averages they lag. Okay, it's a lag indicator. जब चीज हो जाती है तो हमें कुछ दिनों बाद पता चलता है कि ट्रेंड इज अप. ओके, बट स्टिल इट टेल्स यू अ कंफर्मेशन कि बता रहा है. और मूविंग एवरेजेस ओनली गिव यू शुड गो थ्रू द मूविंग एवरेजेस ओनली व्हेन द एडीएक्स इज सेज मार्केट इज ट्रेंडिंग. ट्रेंडिंग मार्केट में मूविंग एवरेजेस ऑलवेज और मैकडी ऑलवेज गिव्स यू अ बेटर सिग्नल्स. ओके, but if the market is not trending, it's sideways, and you try to rely on the moving average, it can give you a false signals. Okay, now after you have found out that the market is trending, so you go through moving averages. Okay, now moving averages may, there are simple moving averages, there are exponential moving averages, and we rely more on exponential moving averages because they give more weightage to the current data and not equal to all the data of the moving average. So exponential moving averages are more faster moving averages, very close to the price movement. They filter out the noise from the prices. Okay, they present you how the stock is behaving over a period. Okay, they give you a little better sense than the price itself. The price will maybe quite zigzag. It will smooth out the data. Okay, now the MACD is a little better indicator than the moving averages. It is much faster. Okay, because if you think that the market is going to go up or the stock is going to go up, and you are going to able to identify early, then you can always buy it at early stage rather than buying after the stock has already gone up by 5%. Because now what happens is that it's already gone up by 5%, you have missed the rally, and then you are entering at a stage when the moving averages are confirming you may be a little bit later. Okay, so it's always better to enter into a much faster this thing. So now how the MACD is more faster than the simple moving average or the moving average, not a simple moving averages, that is also explained here. Okay, fine. So that is very good. So I'll just play out at the end that why the MACD is a better indicator than just the moving averages. Okay, so yeah.
The MACD line is calculated by subtracting the 26-period exponential moving average, that is EMA, from the 12-period EMA.
So here in MACD, we are using two pairs of moving averages, 12 and 26. This is how it was positioned by the person who, discovered it. Okay. Now people can always change the settings, but it is 12, 26 versus the 12-day moving. Instead of having 50-day, 200-day, or 30, 10, whatever moving averages, he chose 26 and 12, which are short-term moving averages. फाइन 12 और 26 ये दो मूविंग एवरेजेस को उसने लिया और जो मैकडी लाइन है इन दोनों का डिफरेंस है एंड आई एक्सप्लेन यू दैट ओके थ्रू अ चार्ट आल्सो अभी आएगा तो आपको समझ आ जाएगा 26 डे अब पीरियड ये होता है कि आप उसको वीक भी ले सकते हैं लेकिन ये 12 डेज के हिसाब से है अभी आप डेज ही मानो ओके ओके नाउ देयर इज अ सिग्नल लाइन अब क्या है कि हमारे पास मूविंग एवरेजेस होती हैं पेयर ऑफ मूविंग एवरेज होता है तो एक पेयर और बन रहा है इंडिकेटर में एक तो हो गया वो मैकडी लाइन विच इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन 26 एंड 12 और फिर जो मैकडी लाइन है उसका भी 9-डे मूविंग एवरेज निकाल दिया ओके फाइन अभी वीडियो दिखाऊंगा और सब चीजें बड़े क्लियर होंगी आपको फोटो भी दिखाऊंगा बड़ा समझ आ जाएगा ग्राफ क्या बता रहा हूं मैं तो अब आपका एक इंडिकेटर बन गया और आपका प्राइस चार्ट है और नीचे एक जैसे हमने देखा था एडीएक्स इंडिकेटर एक मैकडी इंडिकेटर बन जाएगा उसमें मैकडी लाइन जो कि 26 माइनस 12 है और एक 9-डे मूविंग एवरेज ऑफ द मैकडी इटसेल्फ इज पुट सुपर इम्पोज्ड ऑन द इंडिकेटर ओके तो आपके पास दो लाइनें आगे नीचे मैकडी पढ़िए
The MACD is best used with daily periods where the traditional setting of 26, 12, 9 days is the default.
ओके सो वो बता ही रहा है कि डेज के हिसाब से जो आपको क्वेश्चन था ठीक है हाँ
The moving average, convergence, divergence MACD is one of the most well-known and used indicators in technical analysis. This indicator is comprised of two exponential moving averages which constitute the momentum in the security. The MACD is simply the difference between these two moving averages plotted against a center line.
ओके तो जो हमने क्या करा कि 26 माइनस 12 करके एक लाइन बना दी मैकडी लाइन ओके और बीच में एक सेंटर लाइन होती है अब बताता हूं सेंटर लाइन क्या है सो पहले तो ये फॉर्मूला है ओके मैकडी इज 12, 26 एंड 9 फॉर्मूला दैट मींस 12 दिन की मूविंग एवरेज 26 दिन की मूविंग एवरेज और 9 दिन की मैकडी लाइन की मूविंग एवरेज ओके मैकडी इज डिफरेंस हो गया 9 डेज ईएमए उसका एक्सप्लेनेशन दिया इज दैट ओके So now let's look at this is the MACD indicator. Okay, fine.
MACD is the dotted line.
हाँ अभी एक से बता रहा हूं देखो क्या है ये MACD है तो हम इसको पहले ऐसे देखते हैं आधा सपोज दिस इज द चार्ट प्राइस चार्ट ओके ये प्राइस चार्ट है और ये कैंडलस्टिक्स है ओके फाइन एंड द रेड इज 12 डे एंड दिस इज 26 डे इज दैट ओके I'll sit because my voice will not get recorded. So 12. Now you look at the movement. When the 12-day is above the 26 period, then the stock is rising, isn't it? And when the 26, when the 26 is above in the middle part, then the stock is falling. And फिर जो है 12-day ऊपर निकल गया और 26 नीचे आ गया, stock is rising. Is that okay? ऐसी था कि when we look at the moving averages, when the shorter day moving average, which is a fast moving average, is above the slow moving average, which is a 26 days is slower because it will be away from the prices because it is capturing a larger moving average compared to this thing. So there is a 12-day will be a shorter day moving average and 26 will be a I mean, longer day moving average, okay? Fast and slow also we can say. कौन सी फास्ट है? 12 और 26? 12 is faster and 26 is slower. Okay, fine. So जब भी हम ये देख रहे हैं कि 12 डे मूविंग एवरेज ऊपर है 26 से, the trend is up. Okay. Now if you just notice here, what happened was here the crossover happened. Okay. उससे पहले ये इस कैंडल ने काफी बड़ा सिग्नल दिया था. This is a bearish signal because this is a red candle. उस दिन स्टॉक गिरा है और जो ग्रीन है उस दिन स्टॉक बढ़ा है. तो उस दिन एक सिग्नल उसने फेंका कि there is going to be a reverse of the trend. Now it has to be confirmed with a crossover also. अगर crossover भी होगा, कैंडल हो गया, it's called congruence of indicators. तो दो इंडिकेटर आपको बता रहे हैं. एक तो ये आपको कैंडल स्टिक भी बता रहा है, there is something great because इससे जो है इतना बड़ा उसको मिला, प्राइस को फॉल मिला, और फिर जो है वो मूविंग एवरेज भी क्रॉसओवर होगी. Is it okay? So whenever you are looking at indicator or ADX or moving averages, if all the indicators are pointing towards the same thing, so then it is more or less confirmed. Otherwise the indicators can go always give you a false signals also. To confirm, you should check at least couple of indicators and say that everything is talking in the same direction to make sure. Okay, so अब क्या हुआ, यहां पर फिर जो है क्रॉसओवर हुआ. जैसे ही क्रॉसओवर हुआ नीचे आ गया स्टॉक, और यहां जो है क्रॉसओवर हुआ तो the stock started going up. Is that okay? Now look at the chart, reading of the chart. तो यहां पर ये जो लाल है ये 156 है और ये जो ग्रीन है ये से 154 है. दोनों का डिफरेंस कितना है? 2. तो अब ये नीचे आ गया, यहां पर आ गया 2. तो ये मैकडी लाइन है. दिस इज द मैकडी लाइन, द फर्स्ट वन, द ब्लू लाइन विच इज एंडिंग एट 2 here. तो ये दोनों के डिफरेंस से कैलकुलेट आई हुई है. दोनों की मूविंग एवरेजेस से डिफरेंस होकर कैलकुलेट होकर मैकडी लाइन आई है. As you can see at the end, the difference is 2 and the MACD line is on the positive territory. It can go either positive or it can go negative. Okay. जब moving averages, shorter day moving average will go down, then it will have a negative line. नीचे आ जाएगी. Okay. ये देखो यहां पर आ रही है तो 0 से नीचे आ गई, तो या तो 0 से ऊपर होगी या 0 से नीचे होगी. फाइन. तो अगर 0 से ऊपर है तो इसका मतलब कि ये जो यहां तक 0 से ऊपर रहेगी यहां तक, और यहां के बाद 0 से नीचे होगी. ओके. सो दैट मींस कि जब क्रॉसओवर हो रहा है वहां 0 थी एग्जैक्टली, तो ये 0 यहां आ रहा है. ये देखो यहां क्रॉसओवर हो रहा है, ये 0 है, यहां क्रॉसओवर हो रहा है, 0 है. ओके. सो दिस इज कॉल्ड द जीरो लाइन. So either the MACD will be above the zero line or below the zero line. When it is above the zero line, okay, that means two things, that the trend is up. Okay, if the MACD line is above the zero line, the trend is up. If the MACD line is below zero line, the trend is down. And it is actually telling the same thing, whether 12-day moving average in 26 को ही capture कर रहा है MACD line. अगर 12-day ऊपर है तो trend is up, 12-day नीचे आ गई तो trend is down. So similarly, the MACD line, if it is below 0, the trend is down, because zero line is nothing, the crossover of the moving average itself. जहां crossover है उसी को तो कैप्चर कर रहा है जीरो लाइन. तो MACD लाइन अगर 0 से ऊपर है तो दैट मीन 12 दिन 26 से ऊपर है. ऊपर वाला चार्ट भी बता रहा है, और नीचे वाला MACD को रीड कर लो अगर आप, तो आपको ऊपर वाला चार्ट को देखने की जरूरत ही नहीं है. इज दैट ओके? फाइन. अब बात आती है कि ये जो दूसरी लाइन है, ये जो येलो लाइन है बीच में, ये 9-day मूविंग एवरेज है ऑफ द MACD itself. इज दैट ओके? फाइन. अब सबसे बढ़िया बात कि ये इतना बेटर क्यों है. यहां देखो, यहां ट्रेंड रिवर्स हुआ, यहां नीचे जा रही है तो आपको पता ट्रेंड इज डाउन. लेकिन यहां पर इसने MACD लाइन जो थी, वो जो क्रॉसओवर होती है, जब दोनों क्रॉसओवर, इसमें क्या नीचे की क्रॉसओवर देखनी है हमें. अगर MACD लाइन ऊपर है और 9-day मूविंग एवरेज की सिग्नल लाइन है वो नीचे है, तो दैट मींस ट्रेंड इज अप. अब हमें ऊपर का भूल जाना है, नीचे को देखना है. तो MACD लाइन अगर ऊपर है 9-day मूविंग एवरेज से, तो ट्रेंड इज अप, अदरवाइज ट्रेंड इज डाउन. इज दैट ओके? लेकिन हमने यहां देखा कि यहां ट्रेंड ऊपर हो गया, यहां MACD लाइन जो यहां ट्रेंड, सॉरी, यहां पर MACD लाइन नीचे होगी तो ट्रेंड डाउन हो गया. इज दैट ओके? फाइन. लेकिन यहां पर जो आपको मूविंग एवरेज ट्रेंड बता रही है, बहुत दिनों बाद बता रही है, वो यहां जाके बता रही है ट्रेंड डाउन है. इसने यहां ही बता दिया आपको, करीब हफ्ते पहले ही बता दिया आपको कि ट्रेंड डाउन होने वाला है. हाँ, मैं आप ये देखो, आप इसके पूरा बताऊंगा अभी, इसके अंदर जो आगे की जो स्लाइड दिखी है इतना बढ़िया है कि यू विल एबल टू फॉलो इट, ओके, बट आई एम जस्ट एक्सप्लेनिंग। देखो क्या है कि जो मूविंग एवरेजेस हैं वो लैग इंडिकेटर्स हैं, वो कुछ टाइम होने के बाद बताती हैं आपको, लेकिन जो मैकडी और सिग्नल लाइन है वो मोमेंटम इंडिकेटर है। They are derived from the the moving averages, but they are not relying on the price data. They are actually much faster than the moving averages line itself. तो जब हम नीचे का चार्ट देखते हैं तो उसमें हमारे को एक तो मैकडी लाइन मिल गई एंड वन इज द सिग्नल लाइन, okay, so now we don't have to see the moving averages, we have to just focus on these two lines, the MACD line which is the 12 minus 26 का माइनस करके निकला हुआ, और जो सिग्नल लाइन है वो जो है मूविंग एवरेज का, इसी की मैकडी की मूविंग एवरेज है, 9 डे मूविंग एवरेज। नाउ इफ यू लुक एट दिस, इफ सपोज द मैकडी लाइन इज अप कंपेयर टू द सिग्नल लाइन, द ट्रेंड इज अप। एक दूसरा, अगर मैकडी लाइन नीचे है 9 डे सिग्नल लाइन से, तो ट्रेंड इज डाउन, ठीक है। अब उसको भूल जाओ, यहां आ जाओ, यहां पर क्या हुआ, यहां क्रॉस ओवर हो गया, तो दैट मींस हियर द ट्रेंड इज डाउन। लेकिन क्या आपको मूविंग एवरेज भी बता रही है? नहीं, मूविंग एवरेज ने तो आपको 1 2 3 4 5 10 दिन के बाद बताया कि ट्रेंड इज डाउन, ओके, इसने पहले ही आपको बता दिया। अब क्वेश्चन आता है कि ये कैसे हुआ, हाउ दीज मूविंग एवरेजेस वर एबल, हाउ द मैकडी वाज एबल टू टेल यू मच इन एडवांस कंपेयर टू द मूविंग एवरेज। सो दिस ऑलवेज कम्स टू योर माइंड कि लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड है क्या, तो आई एम जस्ट गोइंग टू एक्सप्लेन दैट, इज इट ओके? अच्छा, अब एक तो ये है, एक चीज और है, which is, have you all followed this? Okay, now there are some histograms also here. तो ये हिस्टोग्राम्स जो हैं, इन दोनों के डिफरेंस से बने हुए हिस्टोग्राम्स है, मैकडी एंड 9 डे के, इन दोनों से बने हुए हैं। तो कुछ तो रेड है, कुछ ग्रीन है। तो जो ग्रीन है वो जब है जब मैकडी लाइन अबव द सिग्नल लाइन है, और जब मैकडी लाइन नीचे है सिग्नल लाइन से तो रेड है, ओके। तो आपको ये विजुअल देख के पता चल जाता है कि मार्केट इज नीचे जा रही है, ये मोमेंटम भी बता रहा है, यहां मोमेंटम बढ़ता जा रहा है नीचे का, ओके। तो इवन इफ यू कांट रीड दिस, यू विल टेल यू, इट विल टेल यू व्हिच वे द मार्केट इज गोइंग। हिस्टोग्राम विल गिव यू अ वेरी गुड पिक्चर अबाउट द थिंग्स, ओके फाइन। पिक्टोरियल पता चल जाता है कि यहां नीचे आ गया, और हिस्टोग्राम्स जो है वो पहले से डाउन होना शुरू हो गया, लेकिन अभी ऊपर प्राइस बढ़ रहा है, ऊपर प्राइस अभी बढ़ रहा है, लेकिन हिस्टोग्राम बता रहा है नीचे जा रहा है, मोमेंटम नीचे फॉल कर रहा है। तो इट इज गिविंग यू अ रिवर्स of what the price is there. So there is a divergence between the histograms and the price, but that gets confirmed कि market गिरने वाली है, तो हिस्टोग्राम ने आपको पहले ही बता दिया, okay? Just hold on. अब एक चीज और कर लेते हैं, and then you ask question. Then you can ask question. अब इससे सब चीज क्लियर हो जाएगी। The question is how MACD is a better indicator. What's the reason than the moving averages? Just read this.
The MACD line and the signal line are derived from moving averages, but they can give earlier signal compared to traditional moving averages for the following reasons.
ऊपर से फोकस ऑन टॉप हेडिंग भी पढ़ो।
Momentum, not just price.
हाँ, फोकस ऑन मोमेंटम नॉट जस्ट ऑन प्राइस। ये बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट है कि हम प्राइस को नहीं देख रहे हैं, हम मोमेंटम को देख रहे हैं। हम नीचे मैकडी लाइन वर्सेस सिग्नल लाइन देख रहे हैं, प्राइस के मूवमेंट को इग्नोर कर रहे हैं, ओके। रीड दिस।
Traditional moving averages like a 12-day EMA or 26 reflect the smoother price over a specific period.
They lag.
They lag behind price movements because they need a sufficient price data to react to a trend.
So अब हमें पता है कि जो मूविंग एवरेजेस होती हैं, दे आर लैग इंडिकेटर्स, and they will tell you the trend only after reading from the price, and they need lot of price data to give you the trend, okay? Because they are calculating 26 दिन की एवरेज निकाल के आपको बता रहा है, तो it is taking lot of time to tell you the reality of the price. They're smoothing the price also, okay?
The MACD line represents the difference between a faster moving average, example 12-day 12 EMA, and a slower moving average, example 26 EMA.
So MACD line क्या है? That has been calculated, the difference of 12 versus 12, 26. ये तो फैक्ट ही है जो हमने कर लिया था। नेक्स्ट।
By calculating the difference, the MACD line emphasizes momentum changes rather than just price.
हाँ, ये बड़ा इंपॉर्टेंट है। By calculating the difference, the MACD line emphasizes the momentum change and not the price level change. Okay, it's further elaborated. Okay.
This can detect early shifts in the momentum before they are fully reflected in the actual moving averages.
So that means they say, according to him, he says that the MACD will move quicker than the moving averages. Okay, fine. So how? So let's say signal. आगे पढ़िए. Signal line.
Signal line smooths the MACD, not price.
So signal line जो है वो smooths the MACD है, not the price. वो price को touch नहीं कर रहा, वो MACD line को smooth कर रहा है. हाँ.
The signal line is an EMA, commonly 9 period of the MACD line itself, not the price. This second layer of smoothing helps highlight turning points in the momentum without waiting for large sustained price movements to shift the traditional moving averages.
तो वो जो मूविंग एवरेजेस की जो है हमारा जो ट्रेडिशनली हम देखते हैं उनको ना देख के हम मोमेंटम को देख रहे हैं which is moving much better faster than because it will take time the moving average to react, so it is reacting much earlier than the moving averages. What is want to say? Okay, आगे.
Since the signal line reacts to the MACD line shifts, it can trigger a signal via crossover sooner than waiting for price to push the moving averages into alignment.
So that means जब वो moving average और MACD और signal line crossover होता है वो पहले ही हो जाता है before the moving averages crossover happens. Okay, to push the moving averages into alignment, that means last line crossover sooner than waiting for the price to push the moving averages into alignment. तो price जब तक moving averages को बताता है तो वो उससे पहले ही आपको सिग्नल दे देता है. That we have seen also in the chart. Okay, so आगे देखते हैं. अभी और भी है इसमें कई चीजें हैं, so that need to understand. Okay, आगे crossover detect the momentum reversals. पढ़िए. आपकी आवाज थोड़ी सी सुस्त है क्या? आपका थक गए? तो मैं पढ़ लेता हूँ.
No.
Okay.
Crossover detect momentum reversals early. In traditional moving averages, a crossover, example 20-day EMA crossing above the 26-day EMA, occurs after a trend has gained enough strength for the faster moving average to catch up and surpass the slower one. This
Inherently lags. So ये तो 12 और 26 की बात बता रहा है जो हमने पता ही है कि वो तो लैग करता है.
The MACD line and the signal line, by focusing on the rate of change in the moving averages, identify a potential shift before the actual moving averages cross.
तो अब क्या है, मैगडी लाइन और सिग्नल लाइन है दैट इज फोकसिंग ऑन द रेट ऑफ चेंज. इट्स अ मोमेंटम इंडिकेटर रादर देन द प्राइस इंडिकेटर. ओके, ये मोमेंटम को कैप्चर कर रहा है. तो मोमेंटम जो है वो फास्टर है देन द प्राइस. ओके, अब आगे एक्सप्लेन एग्जांपल.
Example, when the MACD line starts rising, even if the price hasn't yet pushed the 12-day EMA to cross above the 26-day EMA, it's a signal that momentum is building.
So it tells you the momentum is building. Okay.
Histogram as a visual clue. The MACD histogram difference between the MACD line and the signal line provides an even earlier visual representation of momentum. Expanding bars indicate growing momentum even if price changes are subtle.
सटल. यू नो क्या होता है कि आप जो एक्सपेंडिंग बार्स हैं अगर इवन प्राइस थोड़ा सा मूव कर रहा है तो आपको नीचे हिस्टोग्राम वीक हिस्टोग्राम दिखाई दे जाएगा पॉजिटिव की तरफ. ओके, यू कैन अगर प्राइस थोड़ा सा चेंज हुआ है हिस्टोग्राम विल टेल यू कि दैट देयर इज अ चेंज फ्रॉम द रेड इट विल कन्वर्ट इनटू ग्रीन टेलिंग यू दैट द प्राइस इज गोइंग अप और इट विल कन्वर्ट फ्रॉम ग्रीन टू रेड. आपको नीचे एकदम इंडिकेटर आ जाएगा. प्राइस आपने थोड़ा सा मूव करा आपको प्राइस कैप्चर नहीं कर सकते विजुअल आई से. हिस्टोग्राम विल टेल यू द स्टोरी. ओके, आगे.
Contracting bars indicate momentum weakening, potential reversal before the moving averages themselves.
So contracting bars indicate momentum weakening before the moving average turns. So अगर आपकी हिस्टोग्राम छोटी होती जा रही है, okay, so it will capture immediately before the price, the moving average captures that. Okay.
Shorter time frame in calculation, traditional moving averages rely on longer periods of historical price data. Example is 20-day or 26-day prices. The MACD calculation compresses this data into the difference between two EMAs. This effectively reduces the lag because it captures the dynamics between the faster and the slower EMAs rather than their absolute level.
This is very important. Just read the last work. The MACD calculations compresses this data into the difference between the two EMAs. This is effectively reduces the lag because it captures the dynamics between the faster and the slower EMAs rather than the absolute levels. Okay, fine. अब जैसे अब ये इसने एग्जांपल दिया है टू अंडरस्टैंड द एनालॉजी. ओके, think of a traditional moving averages as a measure of measuring the position of a car, the exact location over the time. Think of traditional moving averages as measuring the position of a car, its exact location over the time, while the MACD measures the speed of the car. अब जब आप देखते हो कि गाड़ी कहां चल रही है, तो you see where the car is. Now the MACD is telling the speed of the car, not the position. Okay. If you know the speed or the momentum is increasing, you can predict the change in position, that is where the car is, sooner than waiting to observe the actual movement. Fine. अब जो मैकडी है वो स्पीड है. ओके, और जो आप गाड़ी को देख रहे हो कि गाड़ी चल रही है, तो स्पीड का पता चल जाएगा, स्पीड बढ़ रही है तो कहां गाड़ी पहुंच जाएगी कुछ टाइम के अंदर. तो दैट मींस इट इज जस्ट टेलिंग यू दैट इट्स अ मोमेंटम इंडिकेटर. इट्स अ डेरिवेटिव ऑफ द प्राइस इटसेल्फ, सो इट विल टेल यू मच फास्टर देन द प्राइस मूवमेंट और द मूविंग एवरेज मूवमेंट. इज दैट ओके? समवट क्लियर हुआ? इसको दोबारा पढ़ेंगे. मैं भी कम से कम 3-4 बार पढ़ा था, तो मुझे अच्छी तरह समझ में आया. आई डोंट नो वेदर यू आर एबल टू फॉलो इट और नॉट. By focusing on the relationship between EMAs, the difference, and adding the second layer of smoothing, that is the MACD system, provides a leading signal of momentum shifts, whereas moving averages only react after a clear trend has developed. Okay, fine. Just read it in mind again.